Hello and welcome to another wonderful edition of our series in building out an online school using a Python framework known as Django. Those on the earpiece, can you get me clearly? Diamond, am I clear? Fortune, can you get me? Please, the online audience, if you can hear me clearly so that I can continue. Christopher, Luca, Joshua, G, who can get me clearly from
You
earpiece?
can get me.
Okay, I can get my echo. That means okay. So we're going to continue, and for us to start up, I'm going to quickly share my screen so that we can start up. Please, can we see my screen? Okay, so let's start up immediately.
Yeah, we can see them.
Okay, so let's continue. I'm going to run the last code we did so that we can see where we stopped at. And if you check through, if you are following on Facebook or on YouTube, if you check through, you're going to see the recent playlist that we'll have that has all that we've done so far. So I'm going to quickly run what I've done so far so that you see where I'm going. So I'm going to clear up this. I'm going to bring up my terminal by simply using Control Backtick. If you don't know how backtick is gotten, you can simply go here and click on terminal. I'm going to expand this so that you can see it clearly. You can simply go to terminal and you will see new terminal so that you can get it out. The shortcut is Control Backtick. If you want to get this Control Backtick. So this is the terminal, and I'm using bash terminal because I set this up from the beginning. If you're looking at your terminal, you might be seeing PowerShell or any other form of terminal. But because we want to be working with GitHub and Git, want to be committing our code, want to work more by using bash. So please make sure you're using bash because it is more effective as a developer for you to get your work done in a more effective way. So I'm going to continue. So I'm already on the folder that I created on my desktop, and the name of the folder is Online School. Online School is the name of the folder. I hope you have such. If you don't, check out the playlist to see what we've done so far so that you can follow up effectively. Okay, so I'm going to cd into the main application so that I can run. So I say cd into Online School, and I press the enter key. So once I do that, I'm going to see another online school here showing me that I've actually cd'd into it. And to run, I'm going to simply say Python space manage.py. Then give the command, which is what? Run server. So once you say Python manage.py run server, you're going to see the command. So this is where we stopped the last time. We finished up our view and our CSS. So what I did was that immediately after opening my terminal, I cd'd into Online School, which is my main application. Then I ran Python manage.py run server so that we can see where we stopped the last time. So once you run it, if there are no errors, you're gonna see that this written starting development server at http:// 127.0.0.1 : 8000. This simply stands for localhost at port 8000. So I'm going to pick up this port number by doing Ctrl C or just right clicking and copying, but Ctrl C will be better. So I'm going to go to my browser and put it here in the address bar of my browser to see where we left off as of yesterday. Okay. So I'm going to let this load in to show us where we stopped as of yesterday so that we can start today's project, which is building out a register form for our online school. We're going to build out a register form for our online school so that somebody can get to our website and through the interface that we have, through the GUI that we have, through the client side, register. You know, now if you want to register like we did before, went through the shell because we have access to the back end. But what if you don't have access to the back end? How do you register a new person? That is what we're going to be learning today. So this is where we stopped yesterday. We're able to bring in the nav bar that has tutorials here. Home, community, login, and register. So we're going to develop this register tab so that we can actually be able to register somebody. So that is what we're going to be doing today. So I hope you guys got how we did this. We said we were going to change this, but we later decided not to change it. Let's leave it like this because this is looking cute. So I'm going to give us a brief assignment before we go to start developing out our register. Who can change this tutorial to Tclassified online school? Can change it out. Can you do that? So let's try to do that immediately. This is in our header.html. I hope you know. It's our header.html that has all the navbar and the rest. So to change that, I quickly go here, get to my main, and under templates. No, we're using templates so that we can use HTML easily. So I'm going to go to header.html. And once I get there, I should be able to see everything that is in there and get to know where my tutorial is and change it up to Tclassified online school. So are you under header? Is everybody in header? Can you see tutorials here? So this is where tutorials are. So I'm going to quickly change it up and put what? Tclassified.com online school. Like I told us, after we are done learning this, how to build an online school, we should be able to change the current Tclassified.com website. So the team currently working on it, make sure you're learning because you're going to use Django to build out the new online school where we're going to implement machine learning. We're going to implement data science. Since it's Python, you know, Python is the language for machine learning. We want to migrate from WordPress, HTML, PHP to Python so that we can make our website to be feature rich. So take note as we are learning this. This is the steps you're going to take. You're going to be building out REST API, very, very important. We're not going to be using the methodology that we are using here, word to word. In developing that application, we're going to be using REST API. You're going to understand the difference between back end, front end, and know how to bring them together to make an application that is very, very robust using Django. And for the front end, we're going to be using React. So I'm going to be introducing React to you. So you pay attention and enjoy this while it lasts. So I'm going to do Control S. And once I do Control S, I'm going to come over back to my Chrome and refresh now. You can see now I have tclassified.com online school. And that is how you can make the effect. If any changes that you're trying to make is on the how the looks, you're going to find it in the what? Templates. In the templates, the HTML templates attached to your Python code. So that is how you do that. But if it has to do with the data that you're getting, then you have to go to the model or go to where you fed in your data in order for you to make the changes. Are we clear on this? So can we move forward? So today, our project today will be to work on the register. If you click on the register now, it's not linking to anywhere. You can see it's giving you a 404 error because you don't yet have a register page. So what we are going to do today is that we're going to build out a register page so that whenever we click on this link, it can lead us to a register page. And to state out, like you all know, all the codes and transcripts needed for you to effectively follow our lectures are already on our website. And our website is what? Tclassified.com, which is the WordPress site that we're currently using, that we're going to be rebuilding using Django in time. Is that clear? So everything, all the skills you're getting, you're going to effectively use them in time. So make sure you pick them out. Make sure you pick them out. So I'm going to go to tclassified.com and try to get, okay. So this is tclassified.com. Then get to blog. All the codes and transcripts on the blog section of tclassified.com. If you've not been following, if you get there, you can see all the codes so that you can follow. Tclassified.com is an online school platform for you to learn a whole lot of things. So you can see here, online school. This is where we are. So get to the website, bookmark the website, bookmark it. We update every day, every blessed day we are updating. So these are all the things we've done so far up to today. So we're going to get to what we are supposed to do today, which is building out the user registration form. That is what we're doing today. Okay. So once I scroll down, I'm going to get to user registration. Can you see user registration? This is what we're doing today. Please, that person that is drawing something on my screen, please stop that. Stop that. So this is what we're doing today. So first of all, we're going to go to the view, because you know that it is the view that somebody has to go to see what you have. So we're going to go to the main view and make sure that apart from the home page, this is the home page that is in the view that will now put register. So that's what we're going to try to do now. So once I get back to my VS Code, I'm going to get to view. So under main, you can see main here. You can see your views.py. The view we're having is just the home page, which is what we see when we open up here. This is the view we have now. This is the home page view. So in order for this to be able to have another view so that we can get to the register page, we need to do another dev register, isn't it? So that is how you are going to write out the view for the home page. And like you all know, the code, like I told you, is already on our website. So quickly get to our website and you'll see the code for the view. So I'm going to open it up now. But very importantly, when you're getting it from our website, make sure you format it well. So this is under online school main view. You can see this is the home page that we have, and we now added the view for the form. So I already have this in my notepad so that I can effectively use it when I want to use it. So when I scroll down, this is my notepad version of it, where I brought it out before feeding to the website. Okay, this user registration. So this is what our view is supposed to be now. So I'm going to pick this up and put it here so that we can explain this. So I'm going to take out everything. I like taking out everything so that we don't make mistake when we are inserting. So if you put it and look up, you're going to see the first thing we did was to import, render, and redirect from which package, Django.shortcut, because we're going to be rendering and we're going to be redirecting when we log in. The second thing we did was to import tutorial from .models. So went to models, our models, and we imported tutorial. You know, tutorial is our table in our database. So we imported it. The next thing we did was to import user creation form. That's one good thing about Django. Django already has things like how you can create your user form, how you can authenticate your form. Things that if you're using other stacks, other technology, you have to code out by yourself. So all those are already there in Django. Just know where the package is, know where the function is, know where the class is. Know where the class is so that you can make the right importation at the right time. Then the last thing we did was to import logout, authenticate, and login, because definitely we are going to be logging in and log out. and we're from which package, django.contrib.auth. So that is where I imported them. So, and then we created the views. The first view we have, which you already know we have, is the home page. And it's taking the argument of request, because when you request, when you type in the address on the address bar, what you're basically making is a request. So what is it gonna do? It's gonna return render using this very render that you have here. It's gonna render this very request by checking out the template. It's gonna go into your template folder and check for main home.html, which is where you wrote out your HTML that can render this. Then the context is gonna be what? tutorial.object.org, because it's going to go to the tutorials database and fetch your tutorials, which is basically what it is doing here. So it's rendering this and fetching out these tutorials from your database. So that is what is done there. So as a follow-up to that, we have our what? Register. So this register view, how do we get this register view? Just the same way that is taking the argument request, because when you click on this register, you're requesting. When you click here, you're requesting for your register form to come out. Just like when you type in here, localhost at port 8000, you're requesting your home page to come out. So that is why you have this request that you have here. So if the request method is post, if after filling up the form, you click submit to post, it should do what? If that is true, it should do your normal what? User creation form. It should bring out the form. And like I told you, the form is already configured in your Django. You just need to write out how you want it to look. Then if the form is valid, you want to save out this form, you want to clean up the data. Why are you cleaning up the data? You want to be feeding in things like username, password, and all those things. You need to clean it up to make sure that it's okay. And you can also redirect to home page. If it is not showing you what you want, or if the form is not actually what you want, you need to render a message to the client, telling the client the next thing to do. So that is basically what is happening here. Okay, so when we render this, I'll explain this more so that you understand much better. So I'm going to do Control S to save what we have there. So after that, I'll quickly get back to the website. Like I said, all the codes we are using are on our website. Make sure you're there. And I have a smaller version of it on my notepad for easy use. So I'm going to go to how do I want my page to look like? How do I want my register page to look like? So I'm supposed to go to templates and also code out the HTML that will show me how it looks like. So I'm going to go to templates, main. Under I will now create a new file, register.html. So once I create that file, I should be able to put this templating code to render my work. So I simply get back here. You go under templates, under main, then new file. So what's the name of the new file? Register.html. Then I press the enter key. So once I do that, I'm going to see my editor. Then I'm going to put the code that I have there. So what is this code doing? It's basically importing. Can you see it's extending the header.html because it wants to use the header. We already know what this header does. The header contains our navbar and every other thing, the links. Then this form is supposed to be a form that should use the method post, so that when you feed in the username and everything, when you click on submit, it can post. This is the background color, and this is the, if you're already logged in, you should have link to, if you're already registered before, you should have a link that can help you log in. So that is how you brought in the form. And we are using cross-site, this prevents cross-site forgery. It's a special security that you need whenever you're using a form data, you understand? So that somebody cannot get access to your website through your form and cause damages to it. So I'm going to say Control S to save this. Okay. You can see it's still running, meaning that there are no errors. Then lastly, I'm going to link up this so that when you click on the, we all know that Django or Python Django is a model view controller. When you create your model, which is your database, you created your view, which we did in view.py, and we are linking the view with our template. Next thing will be the controller to help this connection. And to do that, we're going to do that in our urls.py. That is where we're going to do that. So we're going to now have this as our url.py. So I'm going to pick this up, go under main, the url.py under main. This is the url.py under main. So this is what we'll have so far. We imported path from django.urls and imported views. So this is what we have because we are just only looking at the home page view. But now we want to increase our view to also check out the register view. So I'm going to replace this with this so that we now have the register view. And I'm going to do Control S to save this. So once I'm done, if it's still running effectively and there are no errors, that means our work is good. You can see it's still running. So when I get back to my website now, I can refresh. And once I refresh, if I click on my register tab, my register should be effective now. Okay, so you can see now I have a register page that I can fill in and sign up. And I'm going to let you time to do this, follow up. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. If you're doing this and you're not getting it properly, it's not a problem because you're doing it for the first time. Like I said, it's not a problem. With time, as we are going through it again and explaining the course line by line, you get a better picture of what we're doing. But for now, take it as it is. Make sure that your codes are working effectively. That is the main point. Understand the structure and the way we are moving to let you know what we are doing. So always remember, everything you want is in Christ Jesus. And the easiest way to success is by being a born again. See you when I see you. Make all these corrections. Get your job to where my own is. Ask me any question if you have on the, what's it called? If you're following us up on YouTube, drop your questions in the comment section. If you're following us on Facebook Live, drop it also there. If you're not in our programming group chat on WhatsApp, where we update you with very useful information, check out my number and call me or chat me up so that I'll add you there. My phone number is +234 70 671 626 98. See you when I see you. Thank you and God bless.